Top 10 Best Harem Anime. Harem anime can sometimes be an interesting change of pace, and there are plenty of genuinely good harem anime to choose from. That's why in this video, we'll be talking about the top 10 best harem anime. Also, the top 5 anime in this list can be enjoyed by general anime fans too, considering how they aren't just limited to the harem genre. Now, make sure you have pushed that like and subscribe button. Well then, shall we begin? Starting from number 10, the first one on our list is...
褒めすぎだよ。むしろみんなの頑張ってる姿に感心してるところだったよ。じゃあ、朝練頑張ってね。
Number 10, Masamune-ku no Revenge. As a child, Masamune was a bit fluffy. He had a childhood friend whom he really liked, but he was rejected by her for being so overweight. This rejection had a huge impact on Masamune. He was devastated, and then, under his grandfather's instruction, he went through harsh physical training to turn himself into a ladies' magnet. He did so he could get revenge on that rich girl by making her fall in love with him. This story has a few interesting twists that you don't usually see in harem anime, so if you are interested in the plot, definitely check this one out.
最高の形で捨ててあげよう。名付けて、デッド・オア・ラブ作戦。
Number 9. Oresuki, are you the only one who loves me? Here we have a seemingly average high school student named Amatsuru. Fate, or rather, a bench enters his life. He then ends up with 2 dates on the weekend. One is with the student council president and the other is his childhood friend. And for some reason, both of them are in love with his best friend. It doesn't take too long before a lot of misunderstandings follow and our main character is stuck in the middle of them. Not to mention, what makes this anime shine are the occasional JoJo references. I'd say this anime is specifically for those who don't take this genre seriously.
今の状況、2人の女に1人の男。つまりワンチャンスあるんじゃないの？そうだよ。冷やかしならお断りだ。
冷やかしじゃないわよ。友達募集ってポスター見てきたんだから。私も友達が欲しいのよ。
Number 8. Hagenai, I don't have many friends. The main character, Kodoka, is supposed to transfer to a new school, and as anyone would, he has made up his mind to make a solid impression on everyone else, so that he can make some good friends. However, reality, as it always is, a bit disappointing. At his school, he immediately gets labeled as a delinquent because of his unusual hair and face expression. Even when a month passed by, he still has no friends. But will this all change? When he finally finds people in similar situations, his life takes a turn for the better when he decides to check out his school's neighbors club.
そういうことね。
違う！俺を信じて付き合ってくれ。ね。
二人同時に愛の告白？
Number 7. We Never Learn, Bokuben. Naruyuki is a third-year high school student. He is not very well off, so the one thing he has his sights on is the VIP nomination. It is a special scholarship that can cover all of his college tuition. And he deserves it more than anyone else. That's why the headmaster nominates him. But there is a catch. If he wants the scholarship, he has to tutor the school's 2 prodigies in their weakest subjects. One of them is a math genius named Ogata who wants to study literature, and the other is a literature prodigy named Furuhashi and she wants to study science. Their goals are centered around their weakest areas, so if Naruyuki can help them improve, he will get the scholarship. This one is light on the plot, so if you are not into heavily complicated drama, this might be your thing.
熱でもあるんじゃない？
近い。
確かに少しおかしいような。
だから近いって。やだ私何やって。
Number 6. Yamada-kun and the Seven Witches. Well, now this anime is a combination of a lot of genres, yet it is still very interesting. The main character starts off as a delinquent. He wanted to change himself when he first enrolled in his new school, but after the first year, he had already reverted back to his old ways. He is always getting into fights and he couldn't care less about studies. But then one day, he has an accident on the school staircase and that results in him kissing this beautiful young girl who was right there with him. But this was only a start of what was to come next. Can kissing be a potential key element for helping a few students? Check out this anime to find out.
俺の体。
ほらね。戻れたでしょ?
Alright guys, from here on out we'll be talking about the anime that even general anime fans may like. Number 5. The World God Only Knows. Here we have an insanely charismatic main character who has the ability to conquer any girl's heart, but that ability is limited to dating games. If we are talking about his real life, he is simply content living his life playing 2D gal games, so he is in every sense of the world an unhealthy otaku. But things change when he pridefully accepts an invitation to prove his skills. He couldn't deny it because it was related to dating games. However, instead he is accidentally involved into helping a naive demon girl retrieve evil spirits. And it was now that the main character realized he has no choice but to deal with 3D girls. So how will he overcome his emotional hurdle?
順位なら君はとっくに一番を取ってるよ。僕の心の中で。だけどな、俺はゾンビだ。そんな限界お構いなしだ。
Number 4. Is this a zombie? This story features a 16-year-old high school student named Uyumu who dies, or rather gets killed, while he is checking out a seemingly odd house. Be that as it may, his life doesn't end. He wakes up again and beside him is a mysterious girl. She then tells him how she is a necromancer, and the reason why Ayumu is still conscious is because she has turned him into a zombie. And now as a zombie, Ayumu goes on with his life, and he also decides to at least look for his murderer. From that day on, this anime explores the daily unusual occurrences in Ayumu's life and how he keeps getting acquainted with these unconventional girls.
So, 今日からはさらに凄まじい苦労の連続となる。
Number 3. Nisekoi. Nisekoi has always been a popular harem anime. It has beautiful art, lovely characters, and the comedy isn't half bad either. In fact, if anyone wants to try this genre, Nisekoi is the gateway. The story is about a young boy named Ichijo. He is the heir to a Yakuza family. Be that as it may, he is still just a simple and nice guy who also happens to be exceptional at cooking. 10 years ago, he made a promise with his childhood friend, but now he can't recall the context of that promise, and he doesn't remember that childhood friend either. For better or for worse, his life begins to change when an unusual transfer student shows up at his school. Number 2. Sakeno, How to Raise a Boring Girlfriend. Here we have another otaku named Tomoya Aki. This one is obsessed with collecting anime and light novels, even going as far as to take up several part-time jobs to bring in enough cash. And now, he wants to create his very own game. But he is well aware of the fact that he can't do it himself, so he recruits two of his unusual friends. One creates doujins and the other one is a successful writer. It takes time, but before long, they are ready to make a game. All that is left is for Tomoya to find the inspiration he is desperately seeking. This is one of those stories that gets better and better as it goes along. Definitely recommend it for anyone who related to the ideas of creating a game.
幸せなヒロインにしてね。
ああ、約束する。お前を胸がキュンキュンするようなメインヒロインにしてやる。
昨日のことは全面的に俺が悪かった。謝る。今日から俺がお前のパートナーだ。
Number 1. Quintessential Quintuplets. The final anime on our list is Quintessential Quintuplets, and for very good reason. There are 5 sisters born on the same day but with seemingly different personalities, and a young boy named Futaro takes up the role of tutoring them. It is a very good opportunity for him to help his family financially, but can he really handle the insanely overwhelming task of tutoring these uncanny girls? It takes time, but he becomes accustomed to it, and that is the starting point of this anime. It is a wholesome, has lovely characters, and can be enjoyed by both harem and romance fans alike.
上杉さん、なんでそいつといるのよ、いつき。もしかしてデート中？
So there you go, guys. These were the top 10 best harem animes. I hope you enjoy them. Now, before you go, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. It is always appreciated. And if you think there is a harem anime that can beat this list, feel free to tell us about it. Well then, I'll see you guys on my next video.